Look there at the high-rise towers of Miami. It's the Mets and the Marlins. Next. From the newest ballpark on the Major League landscape, there's a look inside Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this three-game set.
Yeah, a real nail-biter here last night. You can see a one-run ball game. Very well played on both sides. A well-pitched game as well. I think both managers would like to see their starters match the performances turned in last night.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. Nate Eovaldi will have the challenge of stopping these guys. This is a guy that's got a workhorse mentality out there, not afraid to throw a lot of pitches, but if he gets careless with his location, he can be hittable. Eric Young Jr. makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. So after one pitch yields our first out of the night, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Ruben Tejada will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
Pretty nice way to start your evening. 2 pitches, 2 outs. You can bet pitch count will not be a factor if he can keep that pace up.
David Wright will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And this is fouled back and out of play. Hard hit ball. Caught down there at third. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. They'll go to work against a guy once involved in a deadline deal for Carlos Beltran, the electric right-hander Zach Wheeler. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Justin Turner will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, Justin Turner.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Two and one.
That's the ball.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first by Quintanilla, and there's out numero uno.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Ed Lucas will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. First pitch coming. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, center fielder
Christian Yelich will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Struck him out on a good pitch there. And if you're keeping tabs, that's his 100th punch out of the season. And you see it there on your screen, strikeout number 100 for him on the year, and that ain't bad. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Josh Willingham. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flagged this one down to end the inning. Marlins leave 1. After 1, no score. Curtis Granderson will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers.
Curtis Granderson.
And that's in there for strike 1. And on cue, here are the National League home run leaders I referred to a moment ago. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Good location on the outside corner there, 1-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first down of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Ike Davis will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Lucas Duda waits on deck. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sounds sharp, too.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And this one will be out of play off to the left. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Lucas Duda will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away.
There you go.
First pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, number 14 on the season, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Well, this guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Omar Quintanilla will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. That last home run traveling an estimated 412 feet.
Have a nice flight home, man.
1-0 pitch is sent toward the hole on the left side. It's going to sneak on through into left field for a base hit. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Travis d'Arnaud will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. First pitch coming. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Zach Wheeler will dig in here. And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. Garrett Jones will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Garrett, let's go!
And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Duda is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Greg Dobbs.
Here we go.
First pitch here is another fly ball. This one out to left field. And plenty of room out there for Granderson, and there are 2 away now.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Rob Brantley will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Granderson is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Miami down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Eric Young Jr. is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Center fielder, Eric Young Jr.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Good hustle getting down that line. Even on a routine ground ball, you can't take your time. You know, pat your glove, autograph it. Not with this guy running. You got to get rid of that ball pretty quickly, and they just do get him at first.
Ruben Tejada will stand in. He grounded out his first time. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One out, nobody on. Fouled back. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Hard hit to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Ah, the perils of being a third baseman. I remember it well. He's way out in front of this pitch and just hammers it towards the hole. And you can see by the reaction at third, the coaches are telling you, hey, get in front of that one. Yeah, right. You get in front of that one.
David Wright will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And Wright's going to have himself a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with one man out.
That average, it was up around 300. It's all the way down into the 270s here to start the ball game, but he's starting to show signs of coming around, and that was a good swing there.
Curtis Granderson will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Now it's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Three and 0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hit hard, but foul. Swinging a ball bounced back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. He'll come home with it, and the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Ike Davis will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And they've started to break it open a bit now. It's up to 5-0.
Yeah, he squared that one up pretty good. No chance to run this one down as you see it one hop the wall out there. And he'll ease his way into second with a 2-run double.
Lucas Duda will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the third inning. And this ball will be chopped foul. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Comes with a fastball as this is lifted the other way out to left center. Willingham will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Man at second here with 2 away. And standing in the second baseman, Omar Quintanilla. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. On a big swing as he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 5. Donovan Solano will stride in now. His solo home run accounted for their only score in the ballgame a night ago. And here's the first pitch. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw is right over the head of Davis at first base.
Just an airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Will Nieves will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And here's a cold strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Line hard into left. And the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Justin Turner will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. The 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come in with something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
A strike, and it's 2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Now 3-1. You can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. Tejada for one. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Ed Lucas will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Well, with one away in the inning, they're thinking they'd like to get a second runner into scoring position. And that was wishful thinking because a good throw takes care of him trying to steal second.
Come on, let's do it.
Runner away from third. Now the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Men on third with two down. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Jacob Turner is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Travis d'Arnaud.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Too high. 1-2. And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here now the 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now you can bet they'd love a ball four here. Now, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
Well, I'll tell you what, this won't look like a whole lot in the box score, but anytime you can make a pitcher use up 8 pitches to get you out, you've done your job as a hitter.
Zach Wheeler will dig in, 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and oh, he has to bend out of the way of that one.
I don't think there's any intent with that. That might be just to let him know that he's out there.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Five runs, 7 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Look out, that one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time, and he winds up losing him.
Eric Young Jr. will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And this will be fouled away. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's a breaking ball scalded into right center field, and this is going to split the defenders and get down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Well, add one more onto the lead as the run scores here on the triple. With still only 1 away, they can potentially stretch this lead out even further.
Ruben Tejada will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And that misses, so that'll put Tejada in the driver's seat 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Outside, 3-0 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Let's stop the bleeding right here.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
He's ready now. The pitch. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Runners on the corners now with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the all-star third baseman, David Wright. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Let's go, Marlins.
1-0 on the way. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Sit them down.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
Let's turn 2.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. The relay, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Gotta like your chances when you put up 7 runs early in a ball game. They are off to a hot start, no doubt about it.
Curtis Granderson will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. Throw home by Brantley. Not in time. And the run's in to score.
And he continues to be a big part of their attack. 2 more RBIs on the play. That gives him 3 for the ball game, and they push that lead out a little wider.
Ike Davis will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time.
Go, Marlins.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And the Mets just keep right on rolling as this is good for extra bases as well.
The batter, right fielder.
Lucas Duda will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 4 runs here in this half inning. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Come on, Marlins. You can do it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, this is what folks mean when they're talking about finishing off a hitter. They decide to come right with the fastball here, 0-2, just runs right by him.
Omar Quintanilla will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far. So I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Here's the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, and he's just not finishing off his delivery right now. He's keeping his back much too straight, and that's causing the ball to sail on.
All right. Go home next.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Yeah, he did have the base open there, so that's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, the way he's been pitching, I don't think I'd be working around too many hitters, especially in the bottom half of the lineup.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Sooner or later, I think, you got to get somebody else in here who can throw a strike.
Yeah, I think the emphasis should be on sooner.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Let's get out of this inning.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike, 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
2 out, bases loaded. And this is going to be a foul ball. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets lead this one 9-0. Christian Yelich will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Center fielder, Christian Yelich.
First pitch on the way. And a ball 1-0.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate. He turns it around for a solid single.
Josh Willingham will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Here comes the 1-0. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Garrett Jones will try it again. He flew out his first time. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Let's go, Marlins!
Yelich is running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Boy, that's a good jump right there this time. I think he had this one stolen even if the throw is on target. But you see the shortstop have to go up the ladder to get it, and that took away any chance of throwing him out.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman,
Greg Dobbs will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Now a swing and a ground ball to third. Quintanilla on to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Zach Wheeler will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Down the line, but this will kick foul. Here comes the 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
He's not going to earn himself any points with this performance out of the bullpen so far. The control just hasn't been there. And, you know, that's mission number 1 for a reliever.
Eric Young Jr. will stand in. He tripled homer run his last time. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Get the double play. That's a strike.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 1-2. And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Ruben Tejada will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
And this is how he's just going to mess with your mind up there. You wind up taking the pitches that are in the strike zone, and then you chase after the ones that are nowhere close. You know what? That is good pitching.
I can't get him to go after that slider. It's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Now just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Turn the 2.
Full count now. 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Willingham is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Third baseman, number 5,
David Wright will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. In there, strike one.
Let's go!
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. One pitch on the way. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Throw it by it.
In there, 2-2.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Go, man.
Now a throw over, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Rob Brantley will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Soda. Ice cold soda.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Fouled back. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off. can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Here's a shot over the second baseman's head, and that's going to plug the gap. Good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Donovan Solano will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
Find the hole.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Under it, Darno, and he's got it for the first out.
Sometimes, when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Reed Johnson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Reed Johnson.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Good swing by Johnson, but he still comes up empty. 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, if you look at it, this is a pretty good job of pitching right here. Right after the leadoff double, he gets a pop-up and then a strikeout. So now he's just 1 out away from getting out of this thing unscored upon.
Justin Turner will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. There's another pitch right on the black.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Short lead from second. Now the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. 5 innings complete. The Mets lead it 9-0. Carlos Marmol will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. David Wright will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Third baseman, David Wright.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Since we have a bit of a blowout on our hands, Steve, your thoughts on the home run sculpture out there in left center field?
Colorful?
Well, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
And that is not good.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Now a swing by Wright, but he got a little too far in front as this will find the seats down the left field line. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The left fielder, number 3, Curtis Granderson.
Curtis Granderson will dig in. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
The 2-2 coming. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Yelich is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ike Davis.
Ike Davis will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Just overmatched him there.
And he takes this one high. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3 for 3 ball game will do for you.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Ed Lucas will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Christian Yelich will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Now a swing, and here's another ground ball. This one over to second base. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Josh Willingham will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Two and two now with 2 away, and the base is empty. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes on 2-2.
Here we go.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And Willingham's got a base hit.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Garrett Jones will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
All right, Joe. Just take it out of the park.
2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. Around third and being waved on home. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
And we've seen this before with this team. They can strike so quickly. Even after 2 outs, you can't go to sleep on these guys because sure enough, they get a single, and that's followed up immediately by a triple, and they end up getting a run here in this inning after all.
Greg Dobbs will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Two outs here with a runner at third. In the air to straightaway center field. Young will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Marlins get a run on the RBI triple. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's cut now to a 9-1 ball game. Welcome back to South Florida. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Lucas Duda will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now, as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Here we go, guys.
1-1 on the way. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Boy, never a dull moment with this guy on the mound.
Oh, he can sure drive you crazy at times, can't he?
Let's go, Miami.
Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. Over to first is Jones as he'll step on the bag to record the putout.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman.
Omar Quintanilla will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Now the first pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two.
Come on, fire one past him.
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Down in order go the Mets, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Rob Brantley will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh.
Catcher, Rob Brantley.
First offering on the way. In there, no balls and a strike. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the seventh.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
One and one. And this is lined into right field, and he's aboard here with the leadoff single.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight, just their 6th hit of the game, so now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Donovan Solano will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch to him. In there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And here's a ball hit in the air. Quintanilla is under it, no problem, 1 away.
He continues to pitch well out there.
Now batting.
Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Carlos Marmol.
Jared Saltalamacchia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 39. Jared Saltalamacchia.
Look out for the double play.
Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taken off on him.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Swinging a ground ball to short. Quintanilla on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins 1. Mike Dunn will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Zach Wheeler will make a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in command.
Zach Wheeler.
Water right here.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And he drops it. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And this is going to be a foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Eric Young Jr. will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Lucas is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Ruben Tejada will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit towards center. Yelich is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Justin Turner will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. And this is going to get by right down the line. It's a fair ball.
Maybe a little question of whether this was going to stay fair or not, but you see, this is pretty much right over the bag at third and down the line.
Ed Lucas will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. And this one runs up high, ball 1. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And there to take it in is Granderson for the first out of the inning.
The batter, center fielder,
Christian Yelich will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
That last pitch puts him at 100, so that probably makes this his last inning, even if he makes it all the way through.
And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off, 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. To second for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Marlins down quietly. They trail big. It's 9-1. David Wright will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Baseman, David Wright.
And here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Fastball called strike, 1 and 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Here comes a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Let's analyze this swing on swing track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball to try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
Curtis Granderson will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Off the plate again, 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Waiting on deck is Ike Davis. What can he do here? 3-0. Taking old away that time. It's 3-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Boy, he's taking on the heart of the lineup and going right through it like they weren't even there. That's back-to-back strikeouts now to the number 3 and 4 hitters, and he's making it look easy.
Ike Davis will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And he takes ball 1. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Just too over-aggressive right now. They've got to dial this back a bit.
Outside, 2-1.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want them to chase.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Swing, and ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Josh Willingham. Will start it off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Here's Wheeler on 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Now a swing and a ground ball here for Quintanilla at second base. Throw on to first by Quintanilla, and there's out numero uno.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman, Garrett Jones.
Garrett Jones will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you've put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that'll be out of Tejada's reach into center field, a base hit.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just 1 away.
Greg Dobbs will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Goes the up, and this will kick off the third base bag. And who knows what might have happened had that ball not hit the bag, but this will go down as an infield single regardless.
Sometimes when you know that you're not going to have a play, this is what you have to do. Here, no shot to throw him out down there at third, so he's just going to play it smart, take a bite out of it.
Rob Brantley will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Swinging a high chopper. Quintanilla on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And the Mets were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Ike Davis. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter @MLB The Show. The Mets come out on top 9-1. Good night from Miami.